General Vexar stood before the Galactic Empire's War Council, his scarred carapace reflecting the harsh lights of the Strategic Command Center. The assembled military elite regarded him with thinly veiled contempt. A border general, they thought, grown soft from too many years on the frontier. You dare suggest we ignore the humans? Supreme Commander Zarlok's voice dripped with disdain. They control 3 strategic jump points. Their neutrality is a luxury we cannot afford in our war against the coalition. Vexar's compound eyes focused on each council member in turn. I have fought alongside humans. I have fought against humans. I am telling you now, leave them out of this war. Laughter rippled through the chamber. Admiral Kreejan leaned forward, her tentacles writhing with amusement. The mighty Vexar, terror of the outer reaches. Afraid of a species that's barely mastered FTL travel? They have, 30 ships in their entire fleet. 37, Vexar corrected quietly. And that should terrify you. The laughter died. Supreme Commander Zarlok's mandibles clicked impatiently. Explain yourself, General. Vexar activated the holographic display, showing footage from a minor skirmish years ago. The Proximity War of 2387. A Thraxian battle group, 90 ships, demanded passage through human space to attack coalition supply lines. The humans had 3 patrol vessels in the sector. He paused. The Thraxians no longer exist as a spacefaring species. Impossible, breathed War Minister Haxel. 3 ships cannot. Cannot what? Vexar interrupted. Cannot board 90 vessels simultaneously using teleportation technology we still don't understand? Cannot reprogram Thraxian navigational systems to jump their entire fleet into their own sun? Cannot do this while broadcasting ancient Earth music about not starting fights but finishing them? The council shifted uneasily. Vexar continued, pulling up more files. The Merchants' Rebellion of 2392. The cartel kidnapped human colonists for slave labor. The humans sent 1 ship, 1 to negotiate. When talks failed, that single vessel somehow triggered every slave collar in cartel space to release simultaneously. 3 billion slaves freed in an instant. The cartel's economy collapsed overnight. Coincidence? Supreme Commander Zarlok insisted, but his voice lacked conviction. The Plague of Whispers, 2394. Vexar pressed on. A bioweapon leaked from an Imperial research station, threatening all carbon-based life. The humans appeared with a cure within days, not just for the plague, but for 17 other diseases we didn't even know we had. They asked for nothing in return except that we be more careful next time. He turned to face the Supreme Commander directly. Do you know what human military doctrine actually states? I've studied it. They're primary. Strategy manual opens with a single line. The best war is the one you don't have to fight. But if you must fight, ensure it's the last one your enemy ever sees. War Minister Haxel scoffed. Pretty words mean nothing. We have the largest fleet in the galaxy. If we demand their jump points, then God help us all, Vexar said flatly. Because humans don't think like us. We see military might and measure it in ships, soldiers, weapons. Humans measure it in problems solved. We threaten with destruction. Humans threaten with solutions we haven't even conceived of. He brought up a final image. Earth itself, blue and green and deceptively peaceful. I've been to their homeworld. Do you know what struck me most? No orbital defense platforms. No planetary shields. No visible weapons at all. When I asked why, their ambassador smiled and said, "Why would we need them? We're very good at making friends. And if we choose to make them enemies?" Zarlok challenged. Then we'll learn why a species that could conquer the galaxy chooses to only hold 37 ships and 3 jump points. Vexar deactivated the display. I've seen what happens when humans stop being polite. They don't destroy their enemies, they solve them. Like an equation. Efficiently. Permanently. The council sat in silence for a long moment. Finally, Zarlok spoke. The jump points are too valuable. We'll send an ultimatum. A communication alert interrupted him. On the main screen, a human diplomat appeared, smiling pleasantly. "Greetings, War Council. We understand you're discussing our jump points. We thought you should know we've just opened them to free passage for all species, effective immediately. We're also offering free repair services and medical aid to any damaged vessels, regardless of allegiance." The smile never wavered. "Neutrality is so much more productive than side-taking, don't you think?" The transmission ended. In the stunned silence that followed, Vexar gathered his materials. "You've just been solved, Supreme Commander. They removed the very reason for conflict before you could even issue threats." He headed for the door, pausing at the threshold. "Pray to whatever gods you believe in that they never decide the Empire itself is a problem that needs solving." As the door closed behind him, the War Council sat frozen, finally understanding why the veteran general had urged them to let the humans remain neutral. Some species were too dangerous to have as enemies, not because of their weapons but because of their minds. Chat controls Opus 4.